I really do feel for a lot of the businesses out there that just react to trying to save their business that wasn't prepared for and nobody was really prepared for this. If you started to market your um, uh, products for what was to come in terms of consumer behavior, you could really ride the wave of this new normal or new abnormal, whatever you want to call it. I heard about a company that sold a bunch of drone camera lenses or filters, drone filters. I don't know if you've ever had a drone or any, like if you're into photography, these filters will help you take, I'm not a photographer, but anyway, there's these drone filters. This company, their least selling SKU were these, those selfie lights, those ring lights. And they just this is their least sold SKU. And when people started to use Zoom more, the sale of their drone filters went down, and their number one seller was this selfie light. And then so they had created ads, and they or adjusted the title of their product listing saying Zoom light.
Instead of just selfie light.
And they just changed some wording on their website, and they've had some of the greatest sales ever. And so and that's just an example of how a company had they were somewhat lucky that they had that in their product, but then they made some adjustments and adapted, and then they saw the market, and so they're probably going to be riding this that way for a while, because I don't see. I mean, people are going to be working home more now. I mean, that's one thing that's I think that it was moving towards that way, but there was a step function, a step change function that happened, and now even as say the if they do come out with a vaccine, I believe that people are still going to be working home more. This has been the great work from home experiment. I saw opportunity here, to be honest with you. I mean, some people saw a crisis and doom and gloom, and I really do feel for a lot of the businesses out there that don't have that, that were really trying to fix or just react to trying to save their business that wasn't prepared for and nobody was really prepared for this. But I feel for the restaurants out there.
Oh my gosh.
All the small businesses. I mean, this is, we're all entrepreneurs here. These are my people, I feel like.
Right. Well, one thing, Rhett, to say on that too is, and to continue this conversation, is that it matters who you are, because some of the restaurants around here started doing like deliveries and all kinds of stuff, and they made it work. I have one client that is an event business. All the events stopped, and he just closed a week ago, his second biggest client ever, transferring their full event into a virtual event.
Wow.
They're taking over a drive-in movie theater, and they're having events there where people come in and they give the thing, and it hasn't been used in 5 years, the drive-in. So they're like retrofitting that. They're already doing it for graduations, high school. They're having the high school graduation at the movie theater so that everyone stays separate, and but way to think different. And they're not only surviving, they're thriving.
Opportunity, my friend. There's lots of opportunity out there. Oh, so much opportunity.
And it can be all
So
with
much
compassion.
opportunity.
We're not saying here, let's go gobble up on someone else's problem. We're actually solving problems, and then people are happy to pay for those problems to be solved. And so I think, like there are events that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then to have it be canceled. What if you can convert that to virtual and someone was there to hold your hand through that? What if the other thing, you're bringing up the aesthetics of our house. I've been hearing from people, they're just, even if they're not using it for their Zoom call, they just never were living at their house. They were working so much, they're at home, and they're like, this place sucks. I was talking to a real estate agent that I also help, and they have people calling right now, and they're like, this is the first time I've actually been in my house this much. I hate this house. I want to sell it. So like
that too. And probably I'm sure I haven't been able to interview my customers, but yeah, I'm sure that some for Zoom calls, some are just like, oh my God, my house is like a wreck. I need to like dress this up. So yeah, but
but you're helping.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get so excited. Like I get so excited really when I think about, when I said opportunity, there really is. And I think that this whole thing, what's been happening, there's a silver lining behind this coronavirus, COVID-19. And that's, I believe that in a lot of ways, the playing field is even. And this new frontier of what people are going to be doing, right? I think that the world has changed, and a lot of it is here to stay. And I think that we will work back towards our old normal, but there's going to be definitely like some things that we abandon, some things that are going to be new, some things we keep. There's going to be a new normal, and there's just so much opportunity. There is. So I love those stories of these businesses and entrepreneurs that are finding ways, to grow and thrive and meet these opportunities that are out there, create these new opportunities that are out there. And
someone told me once, Rhett, that if business, if you look at it one way, and it's something I've been teaching my kids too, they're like, well, what is business, Dad? Well, how do you want to help people? What problem are you going to solve? And it could be entertainment, it could be wall art. All those are problems. Some are smaller, some are bigger. But one person told me, I can't remember who it was who said this, but the bigger the problem you solve, the more revenue comes from that. And if you think about it, it's absolutely true. Like, the bigger the problem that people are having, the more they're willing to pay to get rid of it. Yeah. And ultimately, large and small, what are we doing? Hopefully what we're doing, because I've even had people say, I can't do business right now. I need to give, virtual hugs. And yes, you should be sending love, and you should be making sure everyone's okay. But then I ask them, I say, well, was your business hurting people? Like, does your business take away from people's lives? Like, really? And they're like, no, what are you, crazy? I'm like, well, then why? What does it do? Does it help people? Yes, it does. This is how we help people. Okay, great. Then why would you stop?
Yeah.
Why would you stop? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, right now I help businesses. That's part of my life, especially right now for me. Like, why would I stop? If you're selling a product, and right now online shopping is not just a luxury, it's like a must. We've had to move everything to online. Luckily we already did online shopping, so it was easy for us to migrate. But there are
some people have never shopped. They still have held out, but this had forced them.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, you can really
buy what you want.
Yeah, no,
so then you're helping
that there
people.
Are some people out there who had never, still before pre-COVID, had never shopped online, but there are people, and this had brought more people to online shopping for sure. Yeah.
So you're helping more people, and so that's where the opportunity comes, just to ground ourselves in what we're doing, right? So if we can solve a problem, then we're doing it. And then going back to what we started this call with, if you track what you're doing, how can you help people better? Hey there, I want to give you something really big. It's called Clear Path to Customers. It's the way that we get the right language to get the right client. I like to call them your wow clients so that you can have more results, more revenue, more raving fans, and more referrals. And I want to give this to you absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to stevenapolitan.com to check it out, or you can look at the description here. We'll put the details there. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.